Ever any straight answer, NASA? I just said that. I just said that at the end of part one. Alright, let's say that again. Alright. Bunch of Freemasons lying to people, man. Alright, tricking you. Alright, people. We're in this book here, man. The Flat Earth Conspiracy by Eric Dubai. I've been practicing saying the word, this word, and I can say it now. Hypothesis. Hypothesis. Alright. I can say it a bit better, man. I've been practicing it, man. I need to practice that word. I need to practice it, man. I practiced it, man. Hypothesis. There you go. It's better, isn't it? Alright, we're in page 135. Okay, well done, Eric Dubai, my brother. Well done. The origin of the globular theory may be traced and shown to be pagan, 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 pagan. 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 Let it sink in. Pagan. Okay, I'm hypnotizing you, man. Pagan. 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 Let's pagan, man. Let it sink in, man. King David speaking now. Let it sink in, man. The origin of the globular theory may be traced and shown to be pagan. Look. It says pagan, man. Let it sink in. Let it sink in. 3, 2, 1, and you're out. Okay, people. All right. It was introduced into Egypt by the Greek Pythagoras about 500 BC. He was a native of Samos, if that's pronounced correctly, forgive me, I'm dyslexic, autistic, and ADHD, and a great traveller in his early days. He travelled much in the east, and he embedded the it's Fallacious idea that the earth and sea together formed a whirling globe. Lies, cartoon globe. This is where it came from, people. We don't live in a cartoon globe. And that the heavenly bodies were other worlds inhabited. Pythagoras returned to Europe and introduced these serious errors into his own country. Newton was no logician, and logic formed no part of his composition, nor did he profess to possess this quality, which is absolutely essential to a discerner and founder of true science. He spent his whole life in investigating and formulating an elaboration which he called the solar system. Oh, lies, man. And then it gets taught in the indoctrination system, in the school system, man. It's just mad. And then the kids get taught lies, and I think they know truth, and they learn the indoctrination, yeah. And those who can learn and retain the indoctrination really well, man, you get high positions, and wow, you get well-paid jobs in the Matrix, man. If you want to, retain the indoctrination to a high level, do you understand? So, nor did he possess this quality, which is absolutely essential to a discerner and founder of true science. He spent his whole life investigating and formulating an elaboration which he called the solar system, building upon the mathematical fallacies which Pythagoras had brought from the East in the first instance, and which had been handed down by Copernicus, Capella, and Galileo. Without testing the nature of his foundations, he accepted the whole fabrication and took Copernicus's hypothesis. See, I said it good, man. All for guaranteed, Lady Blount, the romance of science. So yeah, man, Copernicus had evolved another theory which he also explains in his treatise on the revolution of the celestial spheres, that if a body is to revolve around another, the first one must have a spherical shape and rotation about its axis in the manner of a spinning top. Consequently, in order to make this notion fit with the movement of the earth round the sun, which he had devised in order to explain the seasons, he suddenly decreed that the earth was round, contrary to the general opinion at the time, and then proclaimed that it had a movement of rotation about its axis. The great inconvenience in this preposition is that the rotation of the earth cannot be seen or exist, either with regard to the position of the sun or clouds during the day, or the moon and other planets by night. On the other hand, the immobility of the earth, and the Bible backs up the immobility of the earth, okay? And also, if you go to NASA's website, it clearly states a flying aircraft, it's over a flat, non-rotating plane, okay? Of the earth has an immense advantage over the theory of the rotation in that it can positively be recognized as such, and it can safely be said that if the earth cannot be seen to move, there are 100 chances in 100 that it does not do so. Gabriel Henretti, Heaven and Earth. We will continue this investigation, people, next time. Very interesting. Okay, it's really sad that like the Most High has shown us and left books with the Catholic Church took out the ones who took us over, man. You understand? They took out, man, because it held information on how things really were, and then people want to put their faith in man, yeah, man telling you, and they're just hiding the facts. They're pulling the wool over your eyes, hiding the facts, yeah. The United Nations logo, yeah, is basically a flat Earth map, yeah, and there you go. You got the ice wall around you. Remember, the ice wall wasn't always present there, man. There's maps, yeah, old maps showing Antarctica, showing you this map here, but with no ice around. Okay, so something happened for the ice to be formed around there, but you can't exit, man. There's 4 gates. I think there's 4 gates you can exit to different rounds. Okay, Admiral Richard E. Byrd, yeah, said there's other lands, other lands which they inhabiting called Little America, okay, over there, and way more lands. The film Finding Nemo, man, yo, there's lands over there. One land's called Nemo, okay. Nemo is a clownfish, man. Do you understand? These people who make these films, yeah, they're mocking you in plain sight, man. Do you understand? The clownfish, yeah, is a joke. The joke is on you, yeah, because they're saying to you, yeah, there's way more lands past the Antarctic ice wall, and there's lands, yeah. I've seen maps, yeah, with lands called Nemo, okay, and isn't it funny that the fish Nemo is a clownfish, man, because the joke is on you, because there's way more lands past the Antarctic ice wall, man. Space is water, you understand? And there's other lands situated, man, throughout the realms, man, different realms, you understand? Just like it shows you in the Game of Thrones, man. Just like it shows you Star Trek, other humanoid beings which are out there, do you understand? But not in space, but remember, just replace the space for water, okay? But yeah, you best believe it, man. So yeah, people, man. And you got the United Nations logo, and you got the fucking hell, I can't remember now. I was gonna say, but I was talking about the longest serving treaty, the treaty United. What's it called now? My mind's gone blank, man. Forgive me, but yeah, you can't get past there because it's heavily guarded, man, by the ones who took us over. Okay, they don't want you to see, that dragons are real. Dragons are real, man, and that, man. They don't want you to know that there's giants, man, past there. Big, massive giants, man. You understand? There's all bones of giants now around, you understand? But they exit the giants, man. They made them exit, man, and hid them underground probably as well, man. But look at the Tartarian buildings, how big those Tartarian buildings are, man. They're not made for humans, man. Wake the fuck up, man. Sorry, but fuck it now. May the spell be broke, man. May the spell be broke. Break the spell, bam. With the power of the living creator, man. Been lied to, man. Why more lands past the ice wall, man? I can't wait to explore, man. I cannot wait. Who's coming with me, man? Who's coming with me past the Antarctic ice walls, man? Going to check out the other lands out there. Who's coming? Understand? Next, don't forget the Olmec heads. Christopher killing Columbus took Louis de Torres. I don't know why, man, but Christopher Columbus, yeah, he's spoken of as a doghead, man, cynocephalite, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying, cynocephalite, Christopher Columbus, mate. I can make some links there, man. Maybe I'll do a lesson on it in the future, man. Maybe I will, man. But he took, someone called Louis de Torres, man. All right, Louis de Torres. He was a Paleo-Hebrew Aramaic interpreter to communicate with the tribes already there. Olmec heads found all over the world, not just in the Americas. They're in China, in Africa, all over the fucking world, man. Our presence was there, man. Understand? Joseph, yeah, was ruler. Pharaoh gave him land and that, man. Understand? Pharaoh gave Joseph was second in command, man. He was second in command to Pharaoh, man. Understand? He was given some of the land of our oppressors, man. He was given land. Our presence is there, man. All my kids are found all over the place, man. This is awesome, man. Webster's 1828 dictionary definition of what an American is: yeah, the copper tribes found there by the Europeans, man. We want restitution, man. We want restitution. That's what we want. We want our shit back. He was anointed the correct way. There's no dove falling on his shoulder. Aye. Where was we? This book here. So if you read any history on the Scottish Highlanders, yeah, it's my family, man. Legends and history of the Scottish Highlanders are both witnesses to the existence of purely black people there, man. I've got a book. I read that from it quite often. This book here, Scotland, History of a Nation, by David Ross. So, A Life Without a King. In the days and weeks after James VI and his return, I can't pronounce that. Retinue had set off for London, Scotland gradually became aware of its strange new status. It was still a kingdom and still had a king, but the king was absentee. Cheeky man. There had been kings before, like David II, who had lived outside the kingdom. Indeed, James himself had been away for 6 months, and in 1589, at the time of the marriage to Anne of Denmark, but there had always been the expectation that the king would eventually return. Now, this was not the case. So much in Scotland had devolved from the kingship, not only in terms of law and administration. The king acted as a symbol of paternal care and authority. The underlying patriarchal ethos still permeated the whole nation in sentiment and actuality. To be permanently deprived of the king was a shock to the whole society. We need the king, especially the priest king, man. Me, to be anointed again, man. Get your £4 of can of balsam oil, man. Get your shit together. Get your friend. Get all the ingredients together, man. Anoint your king, man. You understand? The underlying patriarchal ethos. I've already read that. Don't want to read that one again, especially if I say it like that. To be permanently deprived of the king was a shock to the whole society. This was felt most keenly in Edinburgh, which also suffered the commercial losses of the court and its appetites for entertainment, loans, and luxuries. The departure of The departure of the court was also a sharp indication of the difference in status between England and Scotland. I'll go to see Auntie. You best believe it, Japan. Auntie. Yes, Auntie. Yeah. Auntie. Yeah. Auntie. It was never a serious possibility for James I of England would reign over his new kingdom from the capital of Scotland. He only ever made one return to visit Edinburgh in 1617, 14 years after his departure. And so, yeah, it's important to have the king. I was just reading from some of our history, which I found interesting, which I thought I'd share with you. You got to keep on the ground, keep being calm, keep flowing like water, man. You don't want to become stagnant, man. You understand? Anyway, I'm going to get back to caring for my lad. Thought I'd feed the people for free, man. Don't forget, man, I'll never take donations. I never have took donations. I'll never ask for donations. I never will. I think it's wrong to take donations from people, man. All right, to trick people and then take donations, man. I think you should tell the truth, yeah, and let the Most High move and show his strength, man. All right. And my family, Jew and Gentile, thank you so much for staying along my ministry. There's the E5 at the top, man. Love, peace, save lives, man. King David is a true Messiah, myself. The law is to be kept, and higher is the Creator's name, man. Exodus chapter 3 verse 14. You best believe, man. Till next time, family. Shalom from King David the Messiah.